Hello friends, I welcome you in lecture number 19 on first order ordinary differential equations. Up to this lecture we have discussed different methods of solving first order ordinary differential equations. In this lecture we are going to discuss miscellaneous problems based on all the methods which we have discussed so far. Up to this we were discussing particular method and problems based on that method only. But now onwards we will discuss any problem and we will discuss that how to decide which method is applicable for a particular problem. So before going for problems, we just recall that what were the different categories of first order ordinary differential equations which we have discussed. So mainly there are three categories: separable ordinary differential equations of first order, then exact differential equations and linear differential equations. And under each category we have discussed the differential equations which can be converted into either of these three categories. That is, we have discussed that how certain type of differential equations can be converted into separable differential equations. We have seen how to convert given differential equation into exact differential equation by using integrating factors, and we have also discussed that how particular type of non-linear differential equation can be made linear. And if we recall these three particular categories, then we know that if our differential equation is in this form, with dx we have some function of x and with dy we have some function of y, then it is separable. Also we have discussed that if our differential equation is in this form, then it is exact if partial derivative of m with respect to y and partial derivative of n with respect to x are exact. And we know that if our differential equation can be written in this form, dy by dx plus px into y equal to rx, then it is linear differential equation with y as dependent variable, and linear differential equation with x as dependent variable is dx by dy plus py into x equal to ry. So whenever we are going to solve first order ordinary differential equation, then first we will check whether it is separable or not. So that can be decided by observing the given equation. From the given equation we may have the idea that whether we are going to separate variables or not. If it is not separable, then we can think for its particular cases. We have seen that if our differential equation is in this form, dy by dx equal to function of y by x, then it can always be converted into separable form by the substitution y by x equal to v. So if our differential equation is not separable, then we can check whether it is possible to write its whether it is possible to write the differential equation in this form or not. And there are some equations in which if we consider some other substitutions, then also they can be made separable. Now if differential equation is not separable, or if it is not possible to convert it into separable form, then we can check whether it is in this form or in this form. That means whether it is linear or not. So to check linearity, we can check that power of dependent variable, that is y, and its derivative must be 1, and derivative and dependent variable must not be multiplied. That is, we cannot have this type of products. Y and its derivatives must not be in the product. So if these conditions are satisfied, then we can check whether it is possible to write our equation in this form or not. If power of y or dy by dx is not 1, or if they are in product, then we can check with x as dependent variable. So we can check for the powers of x and dx by dy, and we can try to convert our equation in this form. So if we are able to convert equation in this form, then we know how to solve the linear differential equation. Now suppose equation is not separable, not linear, then we can go for exact differential equation. That means we can write our equation in this form and we can check the condition for exactness. If this condition is satisfied, then we have ready-made formula for the general solution of exact differential equation. Now suppose equation is not exact, then we have seen 4 different cases, and we have seen how we can convert our differential equation into exact differential equation using integrating factors, and we have seen different methods of deciding integrating factors. And if it is not possible to convert our equation into exact form, then we can think for this Bernoulli's equation and another type of differential equations which we have discussed. That we have seen that if our differential equation is in this form, equal to some function of x, then it can always be converted into linear differential equation by the substitution f of y equal to v. So this is the type of differential equation which is non-linear, but it can always be converted into linear differential equation if it is in this form. Similarly, here this is reducible into linear differential equation, and in this equation y is dependent variable. Similarly, we can have x as dependent variable and we can convert it into linear differential equation with x as dependent variable. So there is no general method of deciding that which method is applicable for a particular equation. By trial and error, we have to decide that we can first check whether it is separable or not. If we wish, we can check the condition for exactness first, and then if it is not exact, then we can check whether it is linear or not. And if you, by observing the given equation at the first moment, if you find that your equation is in this form, then you can go directly for solving that linear differential equation. So there is no general method that you first check whether it is separable or exact. It will be by intuition, or by practicing more and more problems, you will get the mastery of deciding which method is applicable. So for example, if your differential equation is given, and if you find that if you observe that it might be exact, then you can first check this condition for exactness. Similarly, by observing the equation, if you feel that it can be converted into this form, then you can directly go for this method also. So there is no general method for deciding that which of these 3 categories are applicable. So by practicing more and more problems, you will get the idea that which method is applicable for a particular differential equation. So we are going to start some problems based on all the methods, and we start with this first problem. Solve the differential equation cosine of x plus y dy equal to dx. Now here you can see, at the first moment, suppose we want to check whether it is separable or not. So we know that our equation is separable if with dx we have function of x only, and with dy we have function of y only. If it is possible to write our differential equation in this form, then only it is separable. So you can see, with dx we have 1, but with dy we have this function cosine of x plus y, and here x and y are in the addition, so it is not possible to separate the variables. So this equation is not separable, so we cannot apply the method for solving separable differential equation. Now if you wish, you can check linearity. So for linearity you have to check whether it is possible to write your equation in this form or in this form, dx by dy plus py into x equal to r of y. So if I find dy by dx here, I will have 1 over cosine of x plus y, that I can rewrite as sec of x plus y. So here it will never be possible to write this equation either in this form or in this form. Why? Because we require, if we wish to write our equation in this form, then we must have this first degree of y. Here we have y inside the sec function. Similarly, we are not able to write in this form also. So this is not linear differential equation. Now if we want to check for exactness, then we can see, if we write in the form m dx plus n dy equal to 0, we have to write in this way. Okay, I take this on the right hand side. So if we compare with m dx plus n dy equal to 0, m is 1, n is minus cosine of x plus y. So obviously this is not exact, because partial derivative of m with respect to y is going to be 0, and partial derivative of n with respect to x is going to be sine of x plus y. So this is not exact. So given differential equation is not separable, not linear, and not exact. So now we can try to check that whether it can be converted into separable or into exact or into linear differential equation. So suppose we write our differential equation in this form, dy by dx equal to 1 over cosine of x plus y, that is sec of x plus y. Then we can observe that if x plus y was not there, suppose I had sec x only or sec y only, then it was possible to separate this, it was possible to separate the variables. So this suggests us to take the transformation. Suppose we consider the transformation x plus y equal to v, then here we will have sec v, and if we differentiate this with respect to x, we will have 1 plus dy by dx equal to dv by dx, and dy by dx will become dv by dx minus 1. So you can see left hand side is dv by dx minus 1 and right hand side is sec v. So now this is separable. We can make this equation separable in new variables v and x. So by using this substitution, we are able to convert this differential equation into separable form. So now we are able to solve this differential equation by converting it into separable differential equation by this substitution. So I have solved this problem. Given differential equation is cosine of x plus y dy equal to dx, therefore dy by dx we have taken this on the right hand side, and 1 upon cos is written as sec of x plus y. We give this number 1 and we use this substitution x plus y equal to v. We differentiate this with respect to x and we obtain 1 plus dy by dx equal to dv by dx, and dy by dx becomes dv by dx minus 1. So now we substitute dy by dx equal to dv by dx minus 1 here, and we replace x plus y equal to v, and we obtain this equation dv by dx minus 1 equal to sec v. And now to separate the variables, we take this 1 on right hand side and we have dv by dx equal to 1 plus sec v. So this is function of v that we take on left hand side with dv, and we transfer this dx on right hand side, and we can see now this is separable in v and x. So therefore we integrate on both sides. We have integral of 1 over 1 plus sec v dv equal to integral of 1 with respect to x, which is x, plus constant of integration. Now the problem is how to find out value of this integral. So for that, if we recall, we know that cos 2 theta can be written as 1 minus tan square theta over 1 plus tan square theta. So whatever angle is there, that angle is half here. So if we have theta here, we will put theta by 2. So we first write down cosine of v, which is 1 minus tan square half of v, which is v by 2 plus 1 plus tan square v by 2. But we are interested in sec v, so therefore sec v is reciprocal of this quantity, which is 1 plus tan square v by 2 over 1 minus tan square v by 2. And we substitute value of sec v in this expression here. We put this value here. So we have 1 over 1 plus tan square v by 2 minus divided by 1 minus tan square v by 2, and we take this reciprocal. 1 minus tan square v by 2 will be in the numerator, and we have addition of 1 minus tan square v by 2 and 1 plus tan square v by 2. This will cancel out and we are left with 2 in the denominator. In the numerator we have 1 minus tan square v by 2 over 2, and this we can rewrite as 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2 tan square v by 2. Now we use the identity sec square theta minus tan square theta is 1, therefore tan square theta is sec square theta minus 1. So we replace tan square v by 2 by sec square v by 2 minus 1. Then we multiply this bracket with minus 1 by 2, and we have minus 1 half sec square v by 2 plus 1 half, and 1 half plus 1 half is 1. So we have 1 minus 1 half sec square v by 2. So therefore integral of this quantity is nothing but integral of this quantity with respect to v. Integral of 1 with respect to v is v minus 1 half constant. Integral of sec square is 10, and here we have 10 v by 2, and coefficient of v is 1 by 2, so we divide by 1 by 2. So this 1 half will cancel out and we are left with v minus 10 v by 2. So we substitute value of this integral in equation 4 and we obtain the general solution. V minus 10 v by 2 equal to x plus c, and finally we put v equal to x plus y, and we can see this x will cancel out. Y minus 10 x plus y by 2 equal to c, where c is arbitrary constant. Okay, so in this way, by practicing more and more problems, we will be able to decide which method is applicable for a particular problem. Here this problem is reducible to separable differential equation by this transformation x plus y equal to v. We consider one more problem. Solve y into e raised to x dx plus 2y plus e raised to x dy equal to 0. So at the first moment you can decide that this is not separable because of addition of function of y and x. Whenever you have this type of quantities in which you have function of x and y are in the addition, then that type of equation is never separable. You can make it separable if it is satisfying particular conditions, but it is not separable in original variables. Here this equation is not separable in x and y. Now I can check for linearity. Suppose I want to check whether it is linear or not, then first I have to find out what is dy by dx. So I can rewrite this as dy. So if I consider dy by dx, then I will have minus y times e raised to x over 2y plus e raised to x, and this is not linear if we consider y as dependent variable. We recall that differential equation is linear with y as dependent variable if it is possible to write our differential equation in this form. So if we take this on left hand side, then also it will not be possible to write this equation in this form. So this equation is non-linear if we consider y as dependent variable. So we can try for x as dependent variable. So for that we consider dx by dy. So therefore dx by dy equal to minus 2y plus e raised to x divided by y times e raised to x. Okay, I take dy on left hand side and I take y e raised to x on this side. So therefore dx by dy equal to minus 2y over y e raised to x, that is minus 2, y will cancel out, and I will have 1 over e raised to x, that I rewrite as e raised to minus x, minus 1 over y, that I can rewrite as y raised to minus 1. Okay, let me check again. 2y over y e raised to x, y will cancel out, 2 over e raised to x, that is 2 times e raised to minus x, minus e raised to x will cancel out, 1 over y is written as y raised to minus 1. Now if we recall the standard form of linear differential equation with x as dependent variable, then we have dx by dy plus py into x equal to ry. So here also if I take I am not having first degree of x anywhere in this equation, so this is non-linear if we consider x as dependent variable. So what is remaining is we can check for exactness. So this equation is not linear, either we consider y as dependent variable or x as dependent variable. So we can try for exactness condition. So for exactness condition we first have to write, or we first have to check whether our equation is in the form m dx plus n dy equal to 0 or not. This is already in that form. So m equal to y e raised to x, n equal to 2y plus e raised to x, and partial derivative of m with respect to y is e raised to x constant, derivative of y is 1, and partial derivative of n with respect to x is derivative of 2y is 0, derivative of e raised to x is e raised to x. So here both the partial derivatives are equal, so this equation is exact differential equation. Now if you observe, I have started with separable, then I go for linear, and then I check the condition for exactness, and I found that this equation is exact. But that is not compulsory. If at the first moment you feel that it is going to be exact, then you can directly check the condition for exactness. If at the first moment you find that it is linear, then you can go for method of solving linear differential equation. It is not necessary to go in particular sequence, that you check it is separable, then you go for linear, then you go for exact. Okay, that is your choice. So by practicing more and more problems from the given equation, you will have the idea that it is either exact or linear, or it can be either exact or linear or separable. So here this equation is. So now we have already solved this problem. I have written all the steps. So given differential equation is y e raised to x dx plus 2y plus e raised to x dy equal to 0, and comparing with m dx plus n dy equal to 0, we have already discussed these things. It is exact. So now we know the formula for general solution of exact differential equation. integral of m with respect to x, consider y as constant, consider those terms of n which are free from x and integrate those terms with respect to y equal to c. Capital M is y e raised to x, and there are two terms in capital N, 2y and e raised to x, and this is the term which do not contain x, so we will consider 2y. So here we have put value of m, here 2y dy equal to c. Here y is constant, integral of e raised to x is e raised to x, and integral of y is y square by 2, but 2 will cancel out and we have y square equal to c. So this is the general solution of given differential equation. So in this way we can solve the first order differential equations by identifying the category of given differential equation, that is whether it is separable or exact or linear, or if it is not of any of these three, then whether it can be converted into separable, exact or linear. So this is all about this lecture. In the next lecture we will discuss some more problems of this miscellaneous type or mixed type, so that we may have the idea that which methods are applicable, or we may have the idea that how to decide the method for a particular differential equation. So I hope you like this lecture. Thank you very much.